Okay, so we are building a bed with a storage for my daughter. So I prepared a few parts. So this is the sides and the top and the bottom. And let's take a look at each part. So this is side. So the sides are made of 3/4 birch plywood, and I cut these legs from 4x4, and then they are now 3x3. And I made a notch and inserted the plywood inside of this leg, and also there is a let's call it shelf for the bottom. Also, the legs have the seam to mount the other side. So you'll see how this mounted later when we start assembling it. Also, this is the sides that are connected to the ones that I just showed you. So as you can see, there are some hooks that go into those holes over there. There's also shelf for the bottom. It's same birch plywood. So this is the bottom. It's made of 2 sheets of birch plywood and enforced by these bars. So there are 2 sheets. This is 1 sheet, and then the other one, they are connected by cookies and glue. And this is the main part. So this is the part that's gonna be opening and closing. It's same technology with same 3/4 plywood, also connected by cookies. And I made these edges. I can show you how I did it. So this is the board. I cut a rabbit so that can be attached to the edge of the plywood. So you can see it's exactly the depth is exactly the width of the plywood, and the edges are metered 45 degrees, and I inserted cookies here. So the other edge that goes like this, and they are connected and glued together for a stronger joint. I also have pocket holes from beneath. So because the screws are at the angle, that makes the most strong connection. So if there is a force, and I guess there'll be some force to on the edge like that. So the screws, because they are the angle, they would resist this force. So I think that should be a strong joint. So I have a headboard that left from previous bed, so I'll be reusing it. So I'm going to attach it to one of the sides. So for that I prepared some special constructions. So it's gonna be attached like that, and then the headboard will be mounted on top of that. Well, I should say on the side of that. So I'm going to use pocket screw. The pocket screws are here. So the screw is going to be on the angle. Okay, so these are the correct screws. I'm going to use them. So just I forgot to say about the stain. So I used I used varnish to stain the wood. So I used Minwax wood finish. It says wood finish, but it's just marketing. It's not a finish. It's a stain. It's a varnish, and color is Sedona red. And then I finished with a polyacrylic water-based finish. It's a clear glass finish. So the reason why I chose water-based is because it's just less toxic and doesn't smell when you apply it. It may be not as strong as other finishes, but at least it's better for health. So now I'm going to attack the headboard. This is the cheapest part of the bed. As you can see, it's not a real wood. So we are attaching the headboard to the side of the bed. So I'm using cracked screws, and I put some washer because there were some pre-drilled holes, and they are comparable to the side of the head of the screw. So I put additional washer for that, and so let's just screw. Okay, and same for the other side. Here are the supports that I bought on Amazon. They would hold the upper portion of the bed, the hedge, so they call, and they have a gas piston with a spring inside. It's for 60 kilograms, and that would compensate the weight of the upper portion of the bed, including the mattress. So I use those special bolts to attach it to the bed. So these bolts have some square part that would resist rotation in the wood. So when we insert it, that would be at least vertically resist the rotation. And just in case, I'll be holding them using tools. But hopefully it's not. Maybe it's not needed, but just in case. So let's attach.
tell us, please, why those supports are so how to say, so powerful.
You see, 60 kg.
60
So it has a spring to hold 60 kilograms. So there are different springs. So this particular one is. Oh, strange.
But 60 is not that much for people who
So it's total 120.
Ah, okay.
Total 120, and it's not for people. It's just to hold the lid.
Makes sense.
Okay, so now we need to try to close and see if any adjustment is needed. And then we might need to unscrew and move a little bit, and then repeat this.
Adjustment for that support?
So this lid may need to be a little bit further, or either direction it may go on. So now I remove the clip. It's not needed anymore. Actually, it will prevent us to close the lid. Okay, so where's
Second one. There.
no, it's close.
Whoa.
Okay, so what do we have? Ah,
Good.
okay, this side may need a little bit adjustment. Yeah, so I need to move this side a little bit this way. That side is good. That side maybe.
Where would it here?
No, I'm looking. So this distance
Mm,
is equal to
this one.
this one, but on this side it's a little bit moved that way. So we need to move it just a little bit to the front. Wow, so much. Something like that. Okay, so after adjustment, I think it's very good now. So I just need to tighten the nuts.
Good.
No, the nuts.
Nuts.
Okay, let's bring the mattress.
Good.
Okay.
Well, that's how it looks. Let's try those.
And it's easy to close,
Easy to lift, easy to
easy to
down.
lift, easy to close. You want to try?
It's a bit harder to push down, but much easier to
No,
lift.
it's not hard. This mattress on top, it's not that difficult anymore.
Still need to apply some force.
Yeah.
Cool, that's how it is. Anything else? Okay. Alright, thank you. Please subscribe.